Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we are talking about a very special kind of love, the journey of stray animals. Many people are choosing to adopt rather than buy from a shop. What makes someone decide to take an animal from the street?
It usually starts with a moment of connection. You see a cat or a dog alone in the cold, and you can't just walk past. You decide to step in and help. It's a very emotional process. You aren't just getting a pet, you are saving a life.
That sounds very noble, but it must be a lot of work. Animals from the street often have a tough past, right?
Definitely. They might be scared of humans or struggle with health issues. You have to win them over with patience. You can't force them to love you immediately. You have to build trust slowly. But once they warm up to you, the bond is incredibly strong.
I've heard people use the term pet parents a lot lately. They don't just see themselves as owners.
Exactly. The language is shifting. When you rescue an animal, you feel a deep sense of responsibility. You become their protector. They are your fur babies. You look out for them just like you would a human family member. You set aside your own needs to make sure they are safe and happy.
What are the rewards of adopting a stray?
There is a unique kind of gratitude you see in their eyes. It's like they know you picked them out from a difficult situation. They stick by you through everything. Plus, it changes your character. You become more patient and kind-hearted. It really softens your soul.
What would you say to someone who is on the fence about adopting from the street?
I would say, give it a go. Don't overthink it. Yes, there will be challenges, but you will gain a best friend for life. You are opening up your home to a soul that truly needs it.
What is the long-term payoff for all this hard work?
It's the unbreakable bond. A rescue pet knows you stood by them when they were at their worst. They will stick with you through everything. The loyalty of a former stray is like nothing else in the world.
Let's talk about a topic that divides the world into two camps, dog lovers and cat lovers. Whether you enjoy a quiet evening with a cat or a long walk with a dog, pets completely change the energy of a home.
They really do. It's funny how people identify with their chosen pet. Some people are dog people. They love the energy and the constant attention. Others are cat people. They prefer a pet that is a bit more independent and calm.
Let's break down the dog lover's life first. It seems like a lot of physical work.
It is. If you own a dog, you can't just sit around all day. You have to take them out, no matter the weather. It forces you to get moving. But for a dog lover, the payoff is the greeting you get when you walk in the door. Dogs really wear their hearts on their sleeves. They are so happy to see you.
And what about the cat lovers? People often say cats are loners.
That's a common misconception. Cats don't run up to you like dogs do, but they have their own way of showing affection. They might rub against your leg or just sit in the same room as you. For a cat lover, that subtle connection is very special. You don't have to work for their attention constantly. It's more of a quiet friendship.
I've noticed a big trend lately where people adopt strays instead of buying expensive breeds. They call themselves pet parents now.
Yes, people are moving away from seeing pets as possessions. They see them as fur babies. When you take in an animal from the street, you feel a different kind of bond. You are looking after a soul that really needed a second chance. It makes you more empathetic.
Now, I want to zero in on the mental side. How exactly do these fur babies help us cope with the stresses of modern life?
It's almost like magic. When you are feeling burned out or overwhelmed, a pet doesn't ask you questions. They don't bring up your mistakes. They just sit in the moment with you. Scientifically, just petting a cat or dog can bring down your blood pressure. It's a physical way to calm your nerves.
I've heard that for people who live alone, a pet can fend off loneliness.
Absolutely. Coming home to an empty house can be tough, but when a dog runs up to you or a cat purrs as soon as you sit down, the silence goes away. You feel needed. Having to look after another living thing gives your day a solid structure. You can't just give in to sadness because your pet relies on you to get their dinner.
What about the social aspect for dog lovers? It seems like dogs are a great way to break the ice with strangers.
Oh, they are the ultimate social tool. When you are out and about with a dog, people naturally stop by to say hello. It helps you connect with your neighbors. You strike up conversations that would never happen if you are walking alone. It makes you feel like part of a community.
And for cat lovers, is there a similar mental benefit?
With cats, it's more about mindfulness. Cats are masters of chilling out. When you watch a cat nap in a sunbeam, it reminds you to slow down. They teach you that you don't always have to be productive. Sometimes, just hanging out is enough.
It sounds like pets help us get out of our own heads.
Exactly. They distract us from our worries. Whether you are tossing a ball for a dog or dangling a string for a cat, you are focused on play. That playfulness is something many adults lose touch with. Pets bring it back to life.
Let's talk about the pure magic they bring into our lives. How do they make a house feel like a home?
It's all about the atmosphere. When you have a pet, there is always life in the room. They brighten up even the darkest days. You can't help but smile when you see a dog wagging its tail or a cat needing a soft blanket. It's a constant source of good vibes.
I've noticed that pets help people unwind after a stressful day at work. How does that work?
It's their simplicity. They don't care about your deadlines or your bank account. They just want your company. When you sit down to pet them, your heart rate slows down. It's like they soak up all your stress and give you comfort in return. They help you leave your worries behind.
What about the health benefits? I've heard that pet owners are generally more active.
Absolutely, especially for dog lovers. A dog is the best personal trainer. They get you out of the house every single day. You breathe fresh air, you walk around, and you stay on the move. For cat lovers, the benefit is more mental. Their purring is actually a natural healing frequency that helps humans relax.
Does having a pet make you a better person?
I believe so. Looking after a fur baby teaches you unconditional love. You learn to care for someone who cannot thank you with words. It builds character. You become more patient, more gentle, and more responsible. It really brings out the best in people.
It sounds like the payoff is much bigger than the effort we put in.
Every time. The love, the laughter, and the loyal companionship are priceless. They don't just live in our houses, they live in our hearts.
We've talked a lot about our fur babies at home, but what about kindness towards all animals? Whether it's a bird in the park, a horse in a field, or a tiny insect, why is being kind to every creature so important?
It's a great question. Kindness isn't something we should limit to just cats and dogs. When we show compassion to all living things, it reflects who we are as humans. It's about respecting life in all its forms. When you reach out to help a bird with a broken wing, or simply move out of the way for a small bug, you are practicing empathy.
I've noticed that people who are kind to animals often get along better with other people too. Is there a connection?
Definitely. Kindness is a muscle. The more you work it out by caring for animals, the stronger it gets. It helps you tune into the needs of others. Animals can't speak, so you have to pay close attention to their body language. This makes you a more observant and patient person in your human relationships too.
What are some simple ways people can show kindness in their daily lives, even if they don't have a pet?
It's easier than you think. You can set out a small bowl of water for birds during a hot summer. You can look into buying products that are cruelty-free. Even just speaking up when you see someone treating an animal badly makes a huge difference. You are standing up for those who have no voice.
I love the idea of standing up for the voiceless. It feels like it brings us together as a society.
It really does. It breaks down the idea that humans are the only ones that matter. When we care for the environment and the animals in it, we are looking after our shared home. It gives you a sense of inner peace to know you are living in harmony with nature.
Does this kindness pay off in terms of our own happiness?
Every single time. There is a special kind of joy that comes from a selfless act. When you rescue a creature or protect a habitat, you feel a sense of purpose. It lifts your spirits and reminds you that you can make the world a brighter place.
That is a beautiful way to wrap things up. Kindness truly is a universal language.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what species you are. Everyone understands a gentle touch or a helping hand.
Thank you for joining us today and shining a light on such an important topic.
My pleasure. Let's all try to be a little kinder today.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Stay compassionate and see you next time. Bye!